back to the mod addict. So it is the calm before the storm. I got about 2 days before the hurricane's here. But I got the tune in, and I'm going to install it in the car. Now, we had some problem finding information on these injectors, and it's a long range, but the common injectors are LU34s. They are 34 PSI base injectors for Coyote. Now, we was getting readings saying there was 34 pound, 37 pound, 39 pounds. We did a lot of research. A lot of people saying 39 pounds. Talked to Andrew at Mustang Lifestyle, and he says it depends on rail pressure what they are. But like the absolute base of the injector would be a 34. But with rail pressure, they could be 39s. How they configure it, I don't know. I don't get into all that stuff. That's why I leave it to a tuner. But let me upload this tune and see if we can get this bad boy started, and hopefully do some data logging. Well, it started right up. Watching my temperature, it was 197, now it's down to 194. Fans are on blowing, so they seem to be doing what they need to be now that I've changed it in Terminator X. 193, it's still dropping. Get up to temp. I don't know if I talked about it, but for somehow the settings in my Terminator X had that I had two different fans that kicked on at two different times, and one is a high and one is a low, and it was compensating for the high fan to kick in when it never kicked in. So that's why, so I had to go in and put it that both fans was one fan and the parameters for it to kick on. When they kicked on, the temperature dropped just what I wanted to see. So now we're going to do a hot start in data log and a couple revs through the range now it's warmed up, and go from there. So now we did a cold start, idle, let it get up at the temperature. We did a hot start, idle, rev at 1500, 2000, 3000, a wide open blip. So I'm going to send him these data logs. If he okays everything, I think I'm going to go on a test drive. What do you guys think? Sounds pretty daggum good. That trot is more profound now that all the cylinders are working, you know what I'm saying? I want to say the more this goes on, the more that injector failing and working and failing and working until it was completely dead makes more sense and more sense. So I used to, when I revved it, if I got super high RPM, I would get a nasty backfires. Boom! I even had a video where it shot fire out the exhaust when I had the tailpipes on it. So yeah, I think some of the injectors was leaking down when they weren't supposed to be, so when I revved it, it lit that, or when that injector was shutting off and causing it to lean out, I don't know. But I know now when I rev it, I can rev it to the freaking moon, and it does not backfire. It is perfectly smooth. So let's go get this data log into him, and hopefully we can be driving it before the hurricane. We wait on this tune. There's a couple things that really have me excited to start diving deeper in this thing. One I already talked about. When I revved it, there was no backfire, which previously there was. Two, the fans kicked in and cooled the car down. So either that temperature, the leaking cylinders, or the other cylinder that wasn't firing was causing it to run hotter than normal. I don't know. But I do know when I adjusted the fans, it was set up for two separate fans, a high and a low. One kicked on at one time, one kicked on at the other. So it's compensating for that second fan to kick in when there wasn't a second fan to kick in. So I set it up where it's only one fan because they're tied together. Everything seemed to work. Like I said, the temperature, it turned on. The temperature dropped down just how I wanted it. Everything seemed great. The idle has a lot better chop to it, a lot better lope. It's more steady. The RPMs, it revs super smooth. Now, like I said, I did a data log. I'm not driving it until he tells me, hey, everything looks good to drive, because if I go out and drive it and it decides it don't want to do what it's supposed to do, and there's a spot where it's lean or rich or something, I don't want to risk anything. It can be super finicky, and I don't want to, I don't want to risk doing something stupid for, waiting a day or two, whatever it takes, to get Mike to look at that. Very busy man. I gotta say, he is booked up right now, so it's probably going to be hard to get to him. But as a paying customer, he's not going to be that way. He's going to be very easy to get a hold of and stuff like that. He's very easy to get a hold of for me. The reason I'm not a priority is because he sponsors the channel. He don't make anything from me other than word of mouth people, me recommending people, and I understand that. Some of these people that expect to be, give it to me and give it to me now. I never really asked for this, and Mike never really asked for it. He just said, hey, let me look at your tune. He did it. He sent me over a tune, and we've been going ever since. And, he started a business for this, and he is damn good at what he does. So, he's definitely going to get back to y'all a lot faster, like I said, because his paying customers are a priority. That is his business. So, don't look at what is going on here and think, well, I don't really want to go from him if he's going to take 2 or 3 days to get back to. No, he'll do dyno sessions with you and things like that. But like I said, he just put on Facebook that he is fully booked at the moment. So that should tell you how good he is. I mean, good tuners are booked. Bad tuners, they always have openings, right? Yeah. So, hey, if you get a hold of Andrew from Mustang Lifestyle, he's tuning now. Dude, his schedule is packed. Every day he's dynoing and tuning something. Even at Mustang Week, he went to Mustang Week on vacation and ended up tuning vehicles while he was there. Good tuners are booked. That's just how it is. And like I said, I am not a priority because I'm not a paying customer. And I fully understand that. Anybody who doesn't, you're off your rocker. Okay, money comes before anything when it comes to a business. Your business will sink if you're just giving stuff away. So, I understand that. I hope y'all do. This does not reflect business, okay? But now that's over with, I am extremely stoked. There's very few things left that I want to do to this car. My top dream things, I want to turbo it. I want to go aluminum heads. I would absolutely love to go T5 swap. I really... Even a better transmission, I say T5 because it's going to be a little bit more affordable and attainable for me if I can find a car that already has one wrecked or something and, get it that way. As much as I love the Jag seats, they're super uncomfortable for what I want to do. I was super stoked to get them in because they're so lightweight. I can throw them to that fence out there probably. But with that being said, I have back issues. They are great for going around the block or something, but I want to do more than just drive this car around the block. So I might look going back to the SN95 route, use some of them seats. Yeah, I don't know. But, man, this car has made huge strides. I don't know if y'all remember when I got this car. Didn't have a front clip on it. None of the tube frame, like, the bar for the radiator. I stepped on it one day, just kind of lean up in here. The whole bar fell off. It was just tacked on. It was all one color. I mean, it don't look great now, but it looks better than multi-colors. I need to get these pieces here. I need to get a new cowl panel. That is not priority. I really want the door panels. That's just, them door panels drive me nuts. The ones I've been looking at are the LRB ones. Mike runs them. That's where I've seen it at. But it's just a flat panel, and it's got provisions up here for the controls. And other than that, that's pretty much it. It's pretty plain Jane and out of the way. I've seen people adapt armrests to them. So because them are just big bolts that go into the door pretty much, you can find where the holes are and drill it out. and actually have armrests on the door panels if you wanted. I don't think I want that. I think I like how it is with just being flat and out of the way. I'm a fat guy, so the more room I have in there, the better. I never use that armrest anyway. So, I have to dye the console there. A lot of stuff is really just nitpicking here and there. The big things that are dreams are, like I said, I want to go turbo and aluminum heads and a 5-speed swap, and that's pretty much it. Ranging down door panels, things like that. So it's not going to be done for a while, but it won't be long that I'll be driving this thing around and enjoying it. Now, I did have an issue the other day where when I was cleaning the injectors, I accidentally some carb cleaner on my taillight there. This is the one that the lens falls out, like you can see right here. It's already coming out. I've glued it in, but I've been driving down the road and that lens fell off, so I need new taillights anyway. So there's that. My birthday's coming up. I'm going to have to get that renewed. But Project Scarlet, new battery is here. We got some control arms here, and I got some LED headlights that are in. I want to do a review on them. Company set me out. I told them I'd do a review. But he is going to try to get some clear headlight housings. So I'd love to do the LEDs before the headlight housings get changed to show you the difference, and then after, what a good set of housings will do. I think that'll be a good contrast. So a lot of people throw these bulbs in the, let me not cuss here, and very crappy low quality housing that's 30 years old, pitted, yellowed, and expect light output of something like this, which I get flashed in on the daily. People all the time accuse me of having my brights on when I do not, and this is a bone stock 100% factory Mitsubishi Outlander. With the control arms, I do have lowering springs in the car, which I already had. I give to him, so we're going to lower this thing. We're going to put the control arms on it. We're going to upgrade the headlights. I would love to do like a Mach 1 chin spoiler. He does want to do the Cobra look, and we'll get to that, but I mean, if I can find a cheap enough chin spoiler. Now, I still want to put a chin spoiler on this car, on the Fox, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to drag this video out. Like I said, I'm waiting on Mike. He just responded that he got the data logs, so I just sent them out maybe 10-15 minutes ago, so that's really awesome. But we're not going to be driving in this video because I have to prepare for a hurricane. This thing could hit us at a 3, and some people saying it could even get up to a 5. It could turn away and miss us. But last storm, it was just a tropical storm that we wasn't prepared for. A kid a few roads over got killed because a tree fell on their house, and I don't want to be that person that is not prepared. My wife already has super bad anxiety, and so does my daughter. So I like to help them out as much as possible by preparing and getting things settled. So I got to get some of this junk cleaned up around here and things moved around. Make sure we got batteries, water, flashlights, all that stuff. I'm sure we're going to be able without power. While I'm thinking of that, though, I do want to say these lights, although dirty, are the Hyper Tough solar lights. There's a solar panel right there, and the battery the light will stay on for about 4 hours. But I can disconnect these and bring them inside and have lights in the house, and that'll last 4 to 5 hours depending on how much we use it. I can turn it off at night. I can just turn it on when we need to see. But these two lights right here put out a good amount of light. I can turn them on because it's daylight. It's got 2 modes, bright and brighter. And we can, you know, you can bring them inside. So that's another advantage to having these lights. Now, I do want to put up a nice set of lights. I want all this lit up. I want this enclosed and definitely cleaned up. And, I'm on my way to, say I make plans, I'm going to do something this day, and it falls through. And now, my mom goes to wound care every week in Gainesville, which is about an hour away. So I have to drive her every week to Gainesville once a week. I about said once a day. That was crazy. Once a week. So we're dealing with that. But we're going to get through all this, and we'll get all this knocked out. The thing that a lot of people have to realize is you got you don't always have time, but you don't have to rush everything. You know what I'm saying? This is not that dire. If I die today and none of this is done, it's not gonna matter. It really won't. So, thanks for watching. Sorry for rambling. I'm super stoked with this car. It ran so good just on that bass tune that he sent over. And like I said, the data logs is just gonna make it that much better. Yeah, I'm speechless. Thanks, Mike. Huge shout out, Mike Pine, Pine Top Tuning, and we out.
I won't turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with the 16 bars. I won't turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with the 16 bars. I won't turn around, I won't turn around. No matter how far I go, I'll never come.